ladies and gentlemen, as the team changes into Diamond 9 formation, you can see the aircraft at the front there is Red 1, flown by Wing Commander Jace Hawker, who's in his third year as the team leader. Jace is a former Tornado GR1 and GR4 pilot. It's an aircraft that's been in continuous operational service with the Royal Air Force now in mostly Iraq, but most recently Afghanistan, for the last 20 years. Jace has also been a flying instructor and display pilot on the Tucano aircraft at R.A.F.Leuchars. And he's also a keen kite surfer and windsurfer. But in addition, he does like to play the piano, but as far as we can tell on the team, he only knows how to play one song, and that's Angels by Robbie Williams. Boss, you are driving us mad. Please learn something new. Okay, the team now have formed Phoenix formation. It's our widest formation, and between the two outside aircraft, Reds 8 and 9, there's some 300 feet, or about 100 meters. It's a difficult formation for them to fly, because as the team leader rolls, they not only have to roll with him, but they have to make big pitch and power changes to maintain the position. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are a very patriotic bunch of the Red Arrows, so here we are in the Phoenix band with some red, white, and blue. You can see the aircraft sitting just to the right of him and just slightly low. Well, that's Red 2, Flight Lieutenant Zane Sennett. And Zane's in his first year on the team this year. He went to Cranley School near Guildford in Surrey and then the University of Birmingham where he did a degree in geography. When he joined the Royal Air Force, he went on to fly the Harrier GR7 and 9. And I can tell you that he's the second best looking man on the team. After me. Well, that's at least what I tell him anyway. And like all Harrier pilots, Zane has seen several operational tours in Afghanistan. Right now, the team are flying the Big Vixen roll, this formation named after the Sea Vixen aircraft. There are just 6 to 8 feet between the aircraft as they fly the maneuver, and they top out at about 2,500 feet there. Syllables in those instructions, and it's quite important that he does that. If he doesn't, there'd be some real lag in the formation, because if all the aircraft don't start manoeuvring at exactly the same time as Red 1, that would make the formation look floppy or saggy, and I believe that is a technical term. So that's why Jace emphasises those syllables at exactly the time he puts in his control inputs. The wingmen therefore are able to anticipate their control inputs, and everybody starts manoeuvring at the same time. So let's see how that works now as they fly the chevron roll. Put in their control input, trusting implicitly that Jace is going to roll on the word, and that's how they maintain that perfect rigid formation. It sounds easy, doesn't it? Believe me, it's not. Now that was chevron. At the very front left of the chevron is Red 5, Flight Lieutenant Simon Ray. You'll hear more about him later on. Back to Red 5 though, Kermit is one of the 2 Kiwis on the team. He joined the Royal New Zealand Air Force in 1995, where he went on to fly the Skyhawk on tours in Australia and New Zealand. There's no problem for Kermit though, he speaks both Aussie and Kiwi fluently, although he's not too good at English, which has been a bit of an issue for us on the team this year. Like all Kiwis, he loves his rugby, but he also likes to watch Formula 1, but we never get to see the races because we're always flying on Sundays. Ladies and gentlemen, now the team are pulling up in swan formation, a big, graceful, wide formation, as they change now to Fred. They top out there, you can see the shape now has changed to what we call Fred, which might sound like a ridiculous name for a formation, and it is, but it's short for feathered arrow, and you can see the shape of the feathered arrow now as they twist round to the left, right in front of us. Formation departs to the front, we're left on the right to left with a synchro pair. Out to the right with the white smoke is Red 6, Squadron Leader Ben Murphy, known as Baz. And on the left is Red 7, Flight Lieutenant Mike Ling. There he is, that's Red 7, cycling, and you might remember earlier I said he's the noisiest man on the team, and that was him proving my point. Now as they dive in towards us here, an aggressive dive down to 100 feet, and they're going to level out and running towards each other with 800 miles an hour closure here, as they fly the carousel. He's the synchro leader. He's in his third year on the team, and after Loughborough Grammar School and the University of Newcastle, he joined the Royal Air Force, where he went on to fly the Harrier GL. God bless you, Olivia. Now, pulling up just to your left-hand side is the main formation. This is Reds 1 to 5 with 8 and 9. But it's 4 and 5 you see at the back there, 8 and 9 are on the wingtips. It's a 4G manoeuvre. This is they twist in towards us now to fly the vertical brake. You might want to keep your cameras ready for this one. The pilots will learn their 90th anniversary year as a mark of respect for all the hard work that the Royal Air Force Benevolent Fund has done. We're going to dedicate the whole year to the air brakes are out on this one, which gives us a better smoke trail when we fly with power. Just above the radar head, you can now see Enid running back in as they step into line astern. This is called the helix. Then sack down Reds 1 to 5 from top to bottom here, and he'll swing out like a pendulum using lots of rudder. It's a difficult manoeuvre to fly. When you fly line astern in the Hawk, all you can see in front of you is a face full of aircraft, a huge jet pipe, and you can actually hear the engine of the aircraft in front of you. It's quite an unnerving situation to be in. The team are now forming leaders' benefit as they run in towards us, and Jake is about to ask for the coloured smoke to come back on as they run past in red, white, blue. As Enid depart out on the right-hand side, I'm going to take the time to say hello to Jamie Ross from Inverary. Oh, and they get ready to cross right in front of you, so keep your cameras ready.